Imagine standing on the moon, but this time, not just to visit, to stay. Last time, we followed humanity's return to deep space. Artemis II proved we could go back, sending astronauts around the moon, testing systems, pushing limits. But going around the moon is not the same as touching it. Now comes the real moment, the one the world has been waiting for. Artemis III is not just another mission. It's the first human landing on the moon since 1972. More than 50 years later, we're going back. But this time, it's different. Not flags and footprints. This time, it's about building a future. Astronauts will launch aboard NASA's Orion spacecraft, travel to lunar orbit, and then something new happens. They transfer to a human landing system, a spacecraft designed to take them down to the moon's surface. And this is where things get intense. Picture this: a massive spacecraft hovering above the moon. No air, no sound, just silence. Below them, a rough, shadowed landscape never explored by humans. The engines fire. Dust rises. The surface gets closer. Every second matters. Because landing on the moon is still one of the hardest things humans have ever done.
But here's the twist. They're not landing where Apollo astronauts went. They're heading to the moon's south pole, a place no human has ever walked. Why there? Because this region holds something priceless. Water, hidden in permanently shadowed craters frozen for billions of years. And then, this isn't just ice. It's survival. Water means drinking. Water means oxygen. And most importantly, water can be turned into fuel. That changes everything. Instead of bringing everything from Earth, future missions could live off the moon itself. The moon becomes more than a destination. It becomes a launch pad for Mars and beyond. But here's the question. If we know where the resources are, why hasn't anyone done this before? Because the South Pole is one of the most dangerous places in the solar system. And what's waiting there could make or break the entire mission. This time, NASA isn't doing it alone. Private companies are stepping in. SpaceX is building the Lunar Lander, a version of Starship redesigned to land on the moon. It's massive, more powerful than anything used during Apollo. At the same time, Blue Origin is developing future landing systems, aiming to support long-term missions. This isn't just a government project anymore. It's a new space race, but with partners. Now, let's talk about the risks, because this mission is far from easy. The South Pole has extreme conditions. Some areas are in constant darkness, colder than anywhere on Earth. Others are exposed to nearly continuous sunlight. Temperatures swing violently. Communication can be unstable due to terrain. Landing zones are uneven, filled with craters and shadows. And then there's the dust. Lunar dust is sharp, fine, and dangerous. It sticks to everything: suits, equipment, systems. Even a small failure could mean disaster.
And in the middle of all this, two astronauts will step out, not knowing exactly what they'll find. The first footsteps in a place never seen up close. Imagine that moment. Looking out across a frozen, ancient landscape, knowing you're the first human ever to stand there. That's not just exploration. That's rewriting history. But here's the bigger picture. Artemis III is not the final goal. It's the beginning. Because once we land, the next challenge is staying, living, building, turning the moon into something more than a distant rock in the sky. So the question is no longer, can we reach the moon? We already know the answer. The real question is, can we survive there? And what will it take to build humanity's first home beyond Earth? That is the next step.